Listen carefully, because what you're about to hear was never meant to be taught in classrooms, whispered in therapy sessions, or posted on motivational feeds. This is the knowledge manipulators pray you never discover. Right now, at this very moment, someone in your life is studying you. Not your words, your weaknesses. They watch how you flinch when criticized. They note the silence after a compliment. They measure the exact weight of your need to be liked. And they are already building the cage. But tonight, the cage breaks. Tonight you stop being the prey that smiles. Tonight you stop mistaking kindness for strength and silence for weakness. Tonight you learn the 6 psychological moves that turn a manipulator's own weapons into dust in their hands. Machiavelli understood something the modern world forgot. The world is not cruel because men are evil. The world is cruel because good men stay soft. And softness, my friend, is an invitation written in blood. So before we begin, do one thing. Drop a phrase in the comments, something you'll carry into battle. Type, "I am no longer available for manipulation." Say it once, mean it forever, because the person who finishes this video will not be the same person who started it. The first move, the death of reaction. The first move is the hardest and the most lethal. Kill your reaction. Bury it deep. Every manipulator feeds on one thing: your emotional response, your anger, your panic, your desperate need to explain yourself. They poke, they provoke, they wait for the flinch, because the flinch tells them exactly where the wound lives. Machiavelli knew this centuries ago. The man who controls his face controls the room. The man who controls his silence controls the war. So train yourself. When they insult you, smile slowly. When they accuse you, pause longer than comfort allows. When they bait you, answer with a question they did not expect. Let your calm become the weapon that breaks them. A reactive man is a puppet. A silent man is a mystery. And manipulators cannot manipulate what they cannot read. Remember this: the moment you stop bleeding in front of them, they lose their power over you completely. Drop it in the comments again. I am no longer available for manipulation. Write it. Own it. Become it. The second move, strategic silence. The second move is older than language itself and sharper than any blade ever forged. Silence. Not the silence of fear, not the silence of the coward who swallows his words. No, I speak of the silence of the predator. The silence of the king who watches his court and says nothing. The silence that makes grown men sweat and clever women second-guess every word they just spoke. Machiavelli understood a brutal truth. Men reveal themselves when they cannot stand the quiet. A manipulator talks. Constantly. They fill space with charm, with flattery, with half-truths designed to hypnotize you. But the moment you stop feeding the conversation, their script collapses. Their mask slips. Their desperation surfaces. So learn this. When they ask a probing question, pause. When they demand an answer, delay. When they push for reaction, offer a single word and let the silence do the rest. Watch what happens. Watch them explain themselves. Watch them fill the void. Watch them reveal the very thing they tried to hide. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is gravity. It pulls truth out of liars. It pulls weakness out of tyrants. It pulls power back into your hands without you ever raising your voice. The loud man is a beggar. The silent man is a throne. Remember, every word you do not say is a sword you still hold. Every pause you protect is territory they cannot cross. Train your mouth to obey your mind, and you will never again be captured by a conversation. Type it in the comments right now. I am no longer available for manipulation. Say it until your bones believe it. The third move, the mirror of observation. The third move separates the hunted from the hunter. Master it, and you will never again walk blind among wolves. Become the mirror. Observe everything. Reveal nothing. Most men drown in their own noise. They speak to be seen. They confess to feel close. They spill their ambitions, their fears, their wounds across every dinner table and every text message. And manipulators, the real ones, the patient ones, simply sit back and collect. Every word you offer becomes ammunition they store for the day they decide to use it. But the man who watches, he is untouchable. Machiavelli wrote that a prince must study men the way a sculptor studies stone, not to love them, not to hate them, but to understand exactly where they break. You must do the same. Watch how they speak when they want something. Watch how they behave when they think no one is looking. Watch who they praise, who they attack, who they fear, and who they flatter. A man's pattern is his confession, and while you watch, you reveal nothing. Nothing about your plans, nothing about your wounds, nothing about the money you have, the dreams you chase, or the people who matter to you. Because the moment they know what you love, they know exactly where to strike. This is not paranoia. This is architecture. You are building a fortress, and information is the wall that keeps the enemy outside the gate. Train yourself to answer questions with questions. Train yourself to smile when asked what you're building. Train yourself to speak in generalities while listening in specifics. When they share a secret, do not share yours in return. That is the oldest trap in the book. Thank them, honor their trust, and remain a closed door with a warm handle. The manipulator's greatest nightmare is a man who sees them clearly while remaining invisible himself. They cannot bait what they cannot read. They cannot break what they cannot measure. They cannot manipulate a mirror, because a mirror shows them only themselves. You were not born to perform, you were born to perceive. Drop it again in the comments, burn it into your soul. I am no longer available for manipulation. Say it, live it, become it. The fourth move, the weapon of unpredictability. The fourth move is the one manipulators fear most, because it strips away the one thing they depend on to control you, predictability. Become unreadable. Become unpredictable. Become the storm no man can forecast. Every manipulator survives on patterns. They study you like a scientist studies a rat in a maze. They learn exactly what makes you angry, exactly what makes you guilty, exactly what makes you apologize, exactly what makes you chase. Once they have your pattern, they have your leash, and you will never even feel the collar tighten around your neck. But the man who cannot be predicted cannot be programmed, and the man who cannot be programmed cannot be owned. Machiavelli taught that a prince must keep the world guessing. He must never be the same man in every room. Warm when warmth is unexpected. Cold when coldness disarms. Generous when he could take. Withdrawn when he could give. Not out of madness, but out of mastery. The moment people cannot predict you, they cannot position themselves against you. They can only wait. And waiting is the posture of the weak. So study yourself first. Where are you predictable? Do you always answer the phone on the first ring? Do you always apologize after an argument, even when you are right? Do you always chase when someone pulls away? Do you always explain yourself when accused? Do you always say yes because you fear the silence of no? Every one of these patterns is a door someone has already walked through, and every door must now be locked, shifted, or sealed forever. Begin small. When they expect a reply, wait. When they expect your anger, give them stillness. When they expect your approval, give them nothing. When they expect you to fold, stand taller. When they expect you to argue, walk away. When they expect you to explain, Let them wander forever. Let your behavior become a language they cannot translate. Understand, this is not cruelty. This is not manipulation in reverse. This is sovereignty. You are no longer a creature of habit. You are a man of decisions. And every decision you make is based on what serves you, not what soothes them. A predictable man is a scheduled meal. A man of mystery is a hunter in the fog. One is eaten, the other is feared. Watch what happens when you go quiet at the moment they expect noise. Watch them reach for you. Watch them test you. Watch them circle back, suddenly curious, suddenly attentive, suddenly respectful, because the human mind is wired to chase what it cannot predict and to dismiss what it already owns. This is why the distant man is desired. This is why the quiet man is respected. This is why the unreadable man is obeyed. Not because he is better, but because he cannot be calculated. And a man who cannot be calculated cannot be controlled. Machiavelli said, "Fortune favors the bold, but power favors the unknowable." Let them guess, let them wonder, let them study you for years and still feel, at the end of it, that they never quite caught you. That is when you know you have become dangerous in the correct way. That is when you know you have become free. Drop it in the comments now. Stronger than before. I am no longer available for manipulation. Burn those words into your chest. Make them your prayer. Make them your law. The fifth move, the art of controlled distance. The fifth move is the one that will change every relationship in your life. Every friendship, every romance, every business dealing, every conversation with family, with strangers, with enemies disguised as allies. Master the art of controlled distance, because closeness, given freely, is the fastest way to lose every ounce of power you have ever earned. Understand something the world will never tell you. Access is the most valuable currency you own. Your time is access. Your attention is access. Your energy, your secrets, your presence, your affection, all of it is access. And the moment you hand it out for free, you become worthless in the eyes of those who received it. Not because they are cruel, but because the human mind cannot value what it did not have to earn. Machiavelli understood this brutal mechanic of human nature. He wrote that a prince must be loved when it serves him, and feared when love is not enough. But above all, he must never be common, never be constant, never be so available that his presence stops being an event. The moment you become predictable company, you become invisible furniture. And invisible men have no power in any room they enter. So learn to pull back, not out of coldness, not out of games, out of wisdom. When someone treats you well, reward them with closeness. When someone treats you poorly, reward them with distance so cold it feels like winter entered the room. Do not announce it. Do not explain it. Do not threaten it. Simply withdraw. Answer slower. Smile smaller. Laugh softer. Show up less. Let your energy retreat like a tide, and watch how quickly they notice the ocean is gone. This is the law manipulators do not want you to learn. They depend on your constant availability. They depend on your guilt when you pull away. They depend on your need to over-explain, over-apologize, over-give, overstay. The moment you learn to vanish without announcement, their entire strategy collapses. They cannot pull strings that are no longer attached to your hands. And here is the deeper truth, the one that separates boys from dangerous men. Distance is not rejection. Distance is respect. Respect for yourself. Respect for your peace. Respect for the sacred space within you that the wrong people do not deserve to enter. When you withhold your presence from those who misuse it, you are not being petty. You are being a guardian, a guardian of your own kingdom. And every kingdom worth defending has walls, gates, and guards. Look at the most powerful men in history. They did not chase. They did not beg. They did not explain themselves into corners. They made themselves rare. They made themselves difficult to reach. They made their presence a privilege, not a promise. And because of this, the world leaned toward them. Always. Never away. You must do the same. Stop texting first when you always text first. Stop being the one who reaches out, the one who plans, the one who remembers birthdays for people who forget yours. Stop pouring from a cup no one ever refills. Let them reach. Let them wonder. Let them miss you. And if they do not, then congratulations. You have just discovered a ghost. Because the people who valued you will always circle back when you disappear. And the people who did not will finally reveal the truth that your heart suspected all along. This move will feel lonely at first. I will not lie to you. There will be nights when your phone goes silent and your chest feels heavy. There will be moments when you ache to break the distance, to send the message, to explain yourself one more time. Do not. Sit with the discomfort. That discomfort is the death of the old you, the people pleaser, the overgiver, the man who begged to be loved. And from that death rises something better, something sharper, something sovereign. Controlled distance does not make you cold. It makes you clean. It filters your life. It removes the users, the liars, the emotional vampires, the charming predators who only stay as long as you bleed for them. What remains after the filter is real. What remains is gold. Machiavelli said a wise prince surrounds himself only with those who serve his power, not those who drain it. You are that prince. This is your court. Choose who enters. Choose who stays. Choose who is exiled forever. Type it once more in the comments, louder than last time. I am no longer available for manipulation. Let those words become the gate of your kingdom. Let them be the first law of the new man you are becoming. The sixth move. The power of strategic indifference. The sixth and final move is the deadliest weapon in the entire arsenal. It is the move that transforms a man from a target into a titan, from a pawn into a predator, from someone who reacts to the world into someone the world learns to fear, respect, and obey in silence. Strategic indifference. Not the indifference of the broken man who has given up. Not the indifference of the coward who pretends not to care because he is afraid to try. No. I speak of the indifference of the king who has seen through the illusion. The indifference of the man who has learned through blood and scars and betrayal that most things the world throws at him simply do not deserve the currency of his attention. Understand this clearly. Manipulators need your emotional investment to survive. They need your approval. They need your outrage. They need your jealousy. They need your desperate hunger to be understood, to be validated, to be seen as the good one, the right one, the innocent one. Every emotion you invest is fuel for their engine. Every reaction you give is a coin dropped into their machine. And when you stop paying, the machine stops running. The spell breaks. The manipulator stands exposed, small, loud, and powerless, in a room where their tricks no longer work. Machiavelli understood a chilling truth about power. He wrote that men are more moved by what they cannot affect than by what they can control. The man who seems unbothered by insult, unmoved by flattery, untouched by chaos, that man holds a gravity no manipulator can pierce. He becomes a mountain. And mountains do not argue with storms. They simply stand, and storms eventually exhaust themselves against the stone, so become the mountain. When they try to provoke you, do not take the bait. Not out of weakness, out of decision. Decide in advance that your peace is worth more than their approval. Decide that your time is too expensive to spend on small battles. Decide that your energy is a sacred resource, and only causes that serve your kingdom are worthy of spending it. Every time you refuse to react, you deposit power into the bank of yourself. Every time you refuse to explain, you protect the temple of your mind. Every time you refuse to chase, you signal to the universe that you are not a beggar at the table of men, you are the feast itself. Strategic indifference is not apathy. Let me make this clear, because the weak will twist it. Apathy is the surrender of a broken spirit. Indifference is the decision of a sovereign mind. Apathy says, nothing matters. Indifference says, only what I choose to honor matters. There is a universe of difference between the two. One is a corpse, the other is a king. Watch what happens when you stop caring what the wrong people think of you. Watch how your spine straightens. Watch how your voice deepens. Watch how your steps slow down, because you no longer rush to prove anything to anyone. Watch how the people who used to control you suddenly seem small, almost comical, their tactics childish, their games transparent, their hooks rusty and useless against a man who no longer offers them anywhere to land. This is freedom. Not the freedom they sell you in advertisements. Not the freedom of vacations and weekends. The real freedom. The freedom of a mind no one can rent. The freedom of a heart no one can manipulate. The freedom of a life where your reactions belong to you, and only to you, and never to the enemies who once pulled your strings like a puppet. But hear me carefully. This indifference must be strategic, not universal. Do not become cold to those who love you. Do not become numb to those who deserve your warmth. That is the mistake of the wounded man who builds walls so high that even good people cannot climb them. No. You must become surgical, indifferent to manipulators, warm to allies, cold to enemies, fire to those who earned your fire, stone to those who mistook your kindness for weakness. A man of many temperatures, ruled by one mind, yours. Machiavelli wrote that the most dangerous men in history were not the loudest or the strongest. They were the ones who could withdraw their emotion from a situation the way a surgeon withdraws a blade, cleanly, precisely, without trembling. That is the skill you are building. That is the man you are becoming. A man whose emotional weather is decided from within, not dictated from without. A man who cannot be baited because he cannot be bothered. A man who cannot be controlled because he cannot be activated by cheap tricks and tired tactics. And here is the final secret, the one the manipulators pray you never learn. The moment you become strategically indifferent, you become magnetic. You become the thing everyone wants near them, because the world is starving for calm. The world is drowning in reactive men, emotional men, loud men, men who crumble at the first insult and beg at the first rejection. A man who simply does not flinch, who stands in the middle of chaos with his face unchanged and his eyes steady, becomes the rarest thing on earth. And rare things are always, always powerful. You have now been given all 6 moves. The death of reaction. Strategic silence, the mirror of observation. The weapon of unpredictability. The art of controlled distance. The power of strategic indifference. 6 blades. 6 shields. 6 locks on a door no manipulator will ever pick again. But the moves mean nothing without the man who wields them. And that man, the untouchable one, is built in what comes next. Type it one more time. From the deepest part of your chest, I am no longer available for manipulation. Say it until the walls of your old life crack. Say it until a new man answers to your name. The man they cannot touch. Now listen closely, because the moves alone will not save you. Techniques without transformation are just tricks. and tricks fade the moment pressure arrives. What you need is not a new behavior. What you need is a new identity, a new internal architecture, a new man living inside your skin, one that manipulators instinctively avoid the way wolves avoid fire. The untouchable man. He is not born. He is built, slowly, painfully, in silence, in the dark hours when no one is watching. He is forged in the moments you choose discipline over comfort, truth over approval, solitude over toxic company, growth over applause. He is not loud. He does not announce himself. He does not need to. His presence speaks in a language the weak can feel but never translate. Understand what you are becoming. The untouchable man is not a man without wounds. He is a man who no longer bleeds where others can see. He has taken his pain, his betrayals, his disappointments, and he has turned them into walls, into weapons, into wisdom. Every scar on his soul is now a lesson engraved in stone. Every lie he was told became a filter he now uses to measure the truth of others. Every person who abandoned him taught him how to stand alone without apology. Machiavelli wrote that men are divided into two kinds: those who shape the world and those who are shaped by it. The untouchable man belongs to the first. He does not ask the world for permission. He does not wait to be chosen. He does not negotiate with manipulators for scraps of respect. He simply moves, quietly, deliberately, toward the life he has chosen, regardless of who approves and who does not. He has mastered something most men will never learn. He has made peace with being misunderstood. This is the final initiation. As long as you need to be understood, you will be controlled by those who pretend to understand you. As long as you need to be liked, you will be owned by those who offer conditional affection. But the moment you accept that most people will never truly see you, and that this is perfectly acceptable, you become free in a way that cannot be taken back. The untouchable man does not explain himself to fools. He does not defend himself to enemies. He does not justify his choices to those who have not earned access to his reasoning. He speaks when it serves. He stays silent when silence serves better. He walks away from arguments that beg for his energy because he knows his energy is holy ground, and holy ground is not trampled for the entertainment of spectators. He has also learned this, the deepest lesson of them all. His worth is not decided by the opinions of others, not by his family's expectations, not by his partner's moods, not by the applause of strangers or the jealousy of former friends. His worth is decided internally, by a standard he set for himself, by a code he wrote in his own blood. And because his worth is internal, it cannot be stolen, it cannot be withheld, it cannot be manipulated. It simply is. Constant, unshakable, his. This is why manipulators avoid him. Not because he is aggressive, he rarely is, but because there is nothing in him they can grab. No hook, no handle, no exposed wound. He is smooth stone. He is clean steel. He is water that takes the shape of any container but can never be held. And predators, above all, know when a prey animal has become something they cannot digest. You are becoming this man. Maybe slowly, maybe clumsily, maybe with setbacks and stumbles and moments when the old you crawls back into your chest and begs for its throne. That is normal. That is human. Transformation is not a single decision. It is 10,000 small decisions made in the dark, when no one is watching, when no one will reward you, when no one will even know that you chose differently than the weaker version of yourself would have chosen. Every time you do not react, you become him. Every time you do not explain, you become him. Every time you do not chase, you become him. Every time you keep your peace sacred, your presence rare, your emotions sovereign, you become him. Brick by brick, breath by breath, day by day. Until one morning you look in the mirror and realize The man staring back is not the one who started this journey. He is harder, quieter, sharper, and far, far more dangerous than the manipulators ever imagined. Type it again, brother. Say it louder than ever before. I am no longer available for manipulation. Let it echo. Let it remain.